Hi, I'm Carl Conrad. I'm an immigration specialist with over 2 decades of experience, and I founded Australian Immigration Law Services. We specialise in helping people just like you get their visas to live, work and study in Australia. We are based in Sydney, but we have clients located across the globe. On this channel, we share information on visas requirements, give you tips and keep you up to date with the latest immigration news. Which are the most popular Australian visas for those looking to work in Australia? There are visas that are specifically for work purposes, such as the employer-sponsored visas, as well as visas for other purpose but grant you work rights. Today we're going to explore the top 5 visas which allow you to work in Australia and what their benefits and disadvantages are. First up would have to be the very popular Working Holiday Visa. The Working Holiday Visa program is limited to countries in which Australia holds an agreement, so you have to be lucky enough to hold a passport from these eligible countries. These agreements are reciprocal and Australians can likewise visit and work eligible countries on the relevant Working Holiday Visas. It is for those aged between 18 to 30, but if you're a Canadian, French or Irish citizen, you can be up to 35 years of age. You are allowed to stay in Australia for up to 1 year, which begins upon your initial entry date. Many choose to travel around this vast country and get odd casual jobs as they go, while others seek professional work and stay in one city. Many working holiday makers find good employment, and this often leads to employer-sponsored visas. The great thing about this visa is the provision where you can extend your stay for a second and even a third working holiday visa. There may be certain requirements that you must fulfill to be eligible to make these second and third extensions, so make sure you familiarise yourself with the requirements that may apply to you. An important note, the cut-off age still applies to your second and or third working holiday visa, so to get the most out of them, you better come when you're younger. Next on the list is the employer-sponsored 482 visa. This visa requires an Australian employer to sponsor you for a full-time job. There is no age limit to this visa. There are many complications, however, and they must be considered, such as which stream you're applying under, for currently there are 3. What is your occupation going to be and is it on the appropriate list? Do you have the work experience or education background required? Are you going to be paid the appropriate wage level, etc., etc.? We've made a video about the 482 visa and its requirements on how to apply, and we'll leave a link in the description below. The good aspect of this visa is there is the possibility it can lead to permanent residency by being sponsored by the employer if the right conditions have been met. Next is the Training 407 visa. This visa is very useful. It allows people to take part in workplace-based training to improve their skills for their job, area of tertiary study, field of expertise, or in a professional development training program in Australia. To be eligible, you still need to be sponsored and you must have an occupation eligible on the 407 visa list. You will also need to demonstrate some education or work experience in the occupation for which you're being nominated to receive the training in. In a way, it can be thought as an alternative to the 482 working visa, but specifically for circumstances where the employer is providing a training program and the visa holder is learning new skills that they didn't have before. It is an easier option than the 482 visa and does not have the same salary requirements. But be aware that the Immigration Department will be on the lookout for those attempting to use it to escape the expensive costs of the 482 visa. The Graduate 485 visa is one of Australia's most popular programs for international students who have studied in Australia for at least 2 academic years. There are 2 streams: the graduate work stream, which is valid for 18 months and cannot be extended, the post-study work stream, which is valid for 2 to 5 years and may be extended. The length of the post-study workstream 485 visa depends upon the qualification level you have completed. You get 2 years for a bachelor degree and master's by coursework, 3 years by completing a master's by research, and 4 years for a PhD. The 5-year visa is only for the Hong Kong and British national overseas passport holders who successfully complete a bachelor, master's or doctoral degree. This was introduced in July 2020 to help those affected by the political unrest in Hong Kong. Those who've studied in and then continue to stay in regional areas can apply for the extension of this visa via the second post-study workstream visa as well. Learn more about the Graduate 485 visa by watching our video linked in the description below. If you're currently on the 485 and wondering about your options, watch our videos on the 189, 190 and 491 visas. The last visa on our list is the Temporary Activity 408 visa. This visa has several different listed activities for which you can get permission to work in Australia. At the moment, the most common is the COVID-19 pandemic stream, which is classified as a special event. No doubt this pathway will close off as the pandemic begins to die down. Other eligible activities include religious work, conducting research activities, if you're invited for social or cultural activities, entertainment activities, cruise for super yachts, staff exchange arrangements, and even for domestic workers for senior company executives or diplomatic staff. Now, these are our top 5 visas as chosen by our team. Of course, there are many more visas that grant you work rights where the visa's purpose is not about working in Australia. Now, we hope you found this video useful, and please don't forget to subscribe if you want to be notified of our videos every week. We place more information on our Facebook page as well, so join us there. If you need tailored advice about your circumstances, book a time to talk to us on Zoom, Skype, or the telephone. You can book an appointment at australiavisa.com, and whilst you're there, you can get to know more about the services we provide. As always, take care out there, and I'll see you next time. So bye for now.